We're at SAP's Innovation Center opening in Potsdam, close to Berlin. I'm joined by Bill McDermott, SAP's Co CEO. Great to see you, Bill.
Thank you, Axel.
Let me start with entrepreneurship, the Innovation Center. What is the right balance for a company like SAP between the traditional business and this entrepreneurial spirit, this new stuff?
Well, you have the traditional business, which also needs to be renewed. But then you go into new businesses. In 2010, we announced a strategy to go into mobile, in-memory, and the cloud. And today, 4 years later, 70% of our new software sales comes from businesses we weren't in 4 years ago. And I think this is a major shift in the company to go after innovation and go after things that didn't exist in the world before.
You said recently we're the fastest growing mega cap company in the cloud in the IT industry. I mean, that's
Yes.
a big statement.
It's true.
How big a market share are you aiming for, and how profitable is the cloud for SAP?
The most important thing with regard to our ambition is that we first of all hit our midterm target, and we become a 3 to 3.5 billion euro company in the cloud by 2017. But that is, far from our ultimate ambition, which is to be the number one cloud company in the world as measured by revenue and the number of users that run our software. And why? Because we want to do things for the companies and the users of our software that no other company can do.
Are you profitable in the cloud now?
Yes, we actually make money in the cloud now, which is a misnomer on the cloud. If you look at the traditional software business versus the cloud, it's got a break even of 4 years. So if you sell software versus rent software, the break even period is 4 years. As long as you get very good retention of your existing customer base, the cloud can actually become more profitable because the cost of sale is lower and the scalability is higher.
Right. Do you grow in the cloud now through acquisitions? I ask that because I wonder what is there left to buy after SuccessFactors and Ariba.
Yeah, well, the big move now is to take the entire business suite, the core business that runs the biggest companies in the world of SAP, and move it to the cloud.
Yeah.
You run it on the HANA platform, and you enable companies, Axel, to do something that I really think they should do. I think you got to look at technology somewhat like cholesterol. You got to get the bad stuff out and focus on the good stuff. If you're spending 90 cents on every US dollar on hardware and services, you got to rethink the business model. If we can move the core to the cloud on the fastest and most prolific database in the world, you absolutely collapse the IT stack.
What about security? Can you ever guarantee a 100% secure cloud?
The good thing about SAP is we've been at this for 42 years.
So is that a yes?
You have to. You have to guarantee that things are going to be secure for your customers, and there's all kinds of service level agreements that the cloud demands for doing that. But I think what's amazing about what we can do is we can take that same security that we brought to 250,000 companies around the world and bring that to the cloud now. And things can be encrypted, they can be secure, and they can even be located where the company that partners with us wants the cloud to be located. Because one of the big things in Europe, as you know, is people want to know what jurisdiction they're operating in, where their data is. Can they see their data? Can they see the servers? And we're willing to do that.
But has the whole business, in the eyes of the young, and I know you're very interested in the new entrepreneurs coming in, has the whole thing taken a massive hit because of these snooping allegations and NSA and this there and phones being tapped here? And how much can that affect your business down the road?
Well, if anything, it's going to give SAP tailwind, but it could easily impact the standalone point solution cloud providers. If you talk to big companies, and we had 100 of them in yesterday, as you know, in Berlin, one of the big issues they have is security. And in fact, one of the biggest insurance companies in the world has shut down all cloud buying decisions because they are worried about security.
Right.
So SAP will serve it to you your way. It could be in your private cloud, it could be on your premise, or it could be in our cloud or a partner's cloud. We really want to give the customer choice. And make no mistake, this security issue is serious. We absolutely stand by the cloud and the free-ranging exchange of data and information globally. But we have to recognize that Europe is very concerned about security right now, and I think that helps SAP.
Quick final question. When we speak to analysts and fund managers, it seems to me their biggest concern for companies like SAP is open software. Mm-hmm. Is that overblown, that concern? And how much are you hearing from analysts and investors and fund managers that they're worried about this?
Yeah, I think that's obviously quite overblown. But if there is an open software solution and it gives the customer benefit, SAP should partner with that open source. And that's what we should do. Whatever's in the best interest of the customer is what SAP should do.
So that's what we'll see you doing in the
Of
future,
course.
partnering with open source.
Why not?
Yeah.
And I think the barriers to entry for SAP install base, when you run the business processes of the most intricate companies in the world, and for that matter, even a small company or a mid-sized company, they want to scale. They want to grow globally. There's a lot of complexity behind the scenes. That's what we do. At the same time, we want to simplify the consumption and beautify the user experience so they can get the innovation faster and love it when they do.